election. Let me tell you, the president we have today is in the process of bankrupting our country financially, bankrupting our country morally. He's in the process of bankrupting our standing on the international stage. President Obama is in the process of redefining the concept of America, the idea of America. What do I mean by that? I'm going to be talking tomorrow about his refusal to name the threat, radical Islamic terrorism. I'm going to talk about, and by the way, when you do that, the left calls you racist and anti-Muslim, and that's nonsense. We cannot allow them to silence us. And I'm going to talk about even some Republicans that don't really want to get rid of Obamacare. And I'm going to talk about the travesty called common core. But today, what I want to talk about just very briefly is this president's trying to redefine the American dream. He's trying to make the American dream about redistribution. He's trying to make it about government spending and borrowing and taxing. That is not the American dream. The American dream is that the circumstances of your birth don't determine your outcomes as an adult. The American dream is that if you're willing to work hard and get an education, you can do better than your parents and than your grandparents. My parents came here over 40 years ago in search of an idea of freedom and opportunity. We cannot allow this president to change this country. We must not let this president change our country so that the next generation is the first generation that inherits fewer opportunities. I'll close with this. My dad always taught my brother and me this. He'd say, look, I'm not giving you a famous last name, I'm not giving you an inheritance. He's lived the American dream. 1 in 9, the only one that got past the 5th grade. But he'd say every night you need to get on your knees. You need to thank God Almighty that you are blessed to be born in the greatest country in the history of the world. Now, I don't know about you, but I want my children, I got 3 young children at home, and I want my grandchildren one day to be able to say that same prayer. Our best days are ahead of us, but it is not optional that we win in 2016. We can win this election. We must win this election. We will win this election.